So having those countdowns and that stress that you have of not just what's going to be the future for the kids, that's always going to be impending as a father. But then you start thinking about the now. If you think about the weekend, you're like, man, I got 2 full days with my kids. What can I do with them? Instead of saying, well, I can just go do whatever I want. I want to spend quality time because I only have 2 days out of however many days the counter says I
Yeah.
have left. Scary
And
stuff.
that's a total 180 from the way that we've spent the last few decades of
Yeah,
urgency as the breakfast of champions to like, you'll slow down
that's right.
and appreciate this thing. That's a hard shift. Like you can hear
180.
the gears in the car, you can hear it grinding.
Yeah, that's right.
You
It's a
know,
whole
like
180.
slow it
Yeah,
down. Yeah.
I feel you, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate you sharing that.
yeah, man. It's now I got me all thinking about this stuff.
We're getting each other emotional our first time here talking about the kids.
Well, we'll stay on this topic a little bit. I mean, if if your kids thought about going into sales and business, or I guess even you probably talk to lots of younger folks in all your speaking engagements and coaching and stuff like that too. What's one thing that you think the younger generation entering sales needs to hear, even if it's like a harsh truth that kind of contradicts the current worldview or popular narrative or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
give the younger generation some hard truth right now if they're thinking about getting into the world of sales and
Yeah.
business and entrepreneurship.
The one thing that's really the first thing that comes to mind that's tough is overcoming this new belief and by the way, I just saw this the other day. I was listening to Grant Cardone. I don't really know him from afar. I watch his stuff, and Grant was talking about he would rather his daughter or whomever just go ahead and skip college. I'm like, well, yeah, you're a billionaire and you're going to hand a business to your daughter. That's a
Yeah,
little different than the
yeah.
average human being. But he's out
Right.
there proselytizing that you don't need to go to college. So people are on TikTok or social media, like my kids may hear that and say, well, Grant Cardone says I don't need to go to college because he's in sales. So that's number one belief is don't get away from this thing about, hey, go to college because you know as well as I do, Scott, going to college. Okay, I was a poli sci major. I am not a political scientist. Never was I a political scientist. What I got at college was my relationships, the life experience, the fraternity brothers that I gathered, for example, relationships beyond just friendships, connections to other people, which got me to my first, real opportunities. Unequivocally, if you're going to go into sales, quit listening to all those people out there say that you can go make money in real estate tomorrow. True. You don't need a degree. You can go work for guys like him and not have a degree. That's true. I really believe the majority of people, you go to college for 4 years, you build those relationships, build the base, go in knowing you're going to get that out of it. That's number one objection I think that I'm trying to push people to is stay with that belief of going to college. But the second part, big, is it's still a relationship game. I don't care about technology. I don't care about what AI is going to do. The game, it's mano a mano. You still have to shake hands. You still have to be social with people. Maybe not as much as it was, even before our time. The days of martini lunches in New York City on Wall Street. Those days are not
Yeah,
here anymore. I get it,
yeah,
but it's still a relationship game. So having the skills to be able to have social couth, look someone in the eye, be able to have a conversation like this with people. I'm more impressed with people when my son's peer group, when they're 14, 15, 16, they stand out to me at this age when they're having a conversation with me. The majority of
yeah.
kids, and this is a great private school, and these are smart kids. And some of these kids cannot even look Mr. Lindstrom in the face and carry on a conversation. But the
Yeah.
ones that do, this
They
guy,
stand
they
out now.
stand out. They stand out. So
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Keep working on the stuff that we're talking about. Go old school, man. Be around people. Be a good conversationalist. Learn to ask powerful questions. Understanding body language. All these things have gotten lost because of technology.